Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio. So, if you've seen any of my shorts in the last little while, well, I'm not sure how long between making these and trying this in this video. But I've been trying to make like marble-ish sort of paper, and I mean, this was my first one. I think it turned out the best, and it just got worse as it went along. Um, so I'm gonna try again another technique and bring you along. Don't mind this over here. I'm actually still in the middle of my 100-day project, and that's the browns over there. Um, so they're just sitting there in the corner. And I'm going to pull out my gel plate, and we're going to try to make some foam marble paper. Let's see if we can do this. So I picked up all my inks that were blue shades. Gave them a good shake because they've been laying around for a while, and I have some silvery one there too. I'll try and list them down below in case you're interested in the colors, but it's a random collection of all the ones that were on clearance, and I've had them forever. So this technique, this marbling technique, is where you take the really watery acrylic inks, brayer them out, and it creates this crazing, right? I took a little tool to try and draw some vein lines in there, because marble has vein lines, and I felt like I needed more, so I added some blue. Not sure if this shows in the end on that piece of paper or not, but I just blew it around. Yes, you can see my white hair. I'm impatient, so I blotted, which ended up making little round dots instead of the vein lines. I did wait for a while to let it dry, but it just takes so long. And I was impatient the day I did that, so yeah, I blotted. Now I'm adding like 2 different colors to just kind of get a marbly effect. And yeah, we're going to pull this one with this. And that is, I think the colors are Parchment and Light Blue Violet that I'm going to pull this with. And I use wet strength tissue paper. And you don't see the pull. Not sure what happened to the footage, but here's the piece of paper. Had a little bit of the copper left over from previous marbling attempts. So here I am doing it again with another shade of blue. I sprayed a little bit of water. I don't know why I thought it needed to be wetter, but I sprayed a little water. And of course, I lost all the lines again, so I'm just drawing lines. I don't know why I think they have to be straight, but yeah, that's what I'm going for. So I let those dry, and then I thought I'd throw some of the kind of shimmery white color on there, and then I just smeared around. Yeah. There's no, like, I tried looking it up on YouTube, and I couldn't find, I'm sure somebody's done it. I just couldn't find anybody doing, like, marbling on the gel plate. I saw a short or a reel. I can't remember if I saw a reel on Instagram. I think that's where I saw it. So here I'm dipping my finger in matte medium or gloss medium and just spreading that. So the idea is just to spread the white around, because that's just going to be transparent. So that's what that was all about. But anyways, and I couldn't find it again, but I guess that's what who this video's inspired by. Sorry, I don't have any more information on it. And again, using the Parchment and the Light Blue Violet to pull this one as well. I was liking them as the kind of marble background, those 2 colors. And again, another piece of wet strength tissue paper to pull this one. And I do let it sit there till it's dry. So this technique takes a lot of patience because you have to wait for that first layer to dry. Then you have to wait for that to dry before you can pull it off. Now this one's not bad, but I'm still not getting the effect I wanted. I like the first one better. Of course, it could just be the colors I used. Okay, so I'm going to try it one more time. This time I am using craft paint and not the acrylic inks. And just like using my little catalyst tool on the end of my paintbrush just to put lines in there. And this one doesn't look like marbling at all in the end. So I think I did 2 different shades of blue. The first one that I put on was a metallic, and then this one is an ultramarine. There, I'm getting it wet. And then just gonna splatter it on there. Yeah, I need a fan brush or a splatter tool, because doing it this way gets it everywhere but where you want it. Every time I splatter, I think of Louise Hensel's video where she teaches you how to splatter with a fan brush, and she does it so perfectly. Yeah. You have to have a strong finger or something to whack it. I don't know. I thought I'd add a little gold, get some gold veining in here. I'm not doing it like veining though. I'm just doing lines. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to have to do this again. I have an idea for another technique. Now, one I did see using some sort of suspension medium on a gel plate. So I'm going to try that one. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I guess I thought the marks might be interesting. So, yeah. Just filling it up with marks. And, fanning it dry and using my blotter, because I'm impatient that way. All right, so now we're going to pull this one. I think I'm using the same 2 colors again. Just going every different direction, trying to make sure those are mixed, but I don't want them overly mixed. Plus, you have to be careful because you'll start lifting. As you can see, if I go too long, I'll start lifting the paint off of the plate before I get the paper down. So that's another piece of wet strength tissue paper. And here's that one. I mean, these will all make fun, I'll still use them. Maybe they'll be end papers in junk journals. Okay, so this is some gloss medium. I thought maybe I'd put that down first. And then this time I'm using a little heavier paint. And so this one is, can't remember if it's copper. Yeah, it's copper. It's got a little applicator. I moved it from its original container. I wanted the swivelly lines, and then I decided maybe I could do that crossing sort of pattern. This would work much better with shaving cream and a tub of shaving cream. Anyway. But I want to get something to work on the gel plate. One of these days, if I keep trying, we'll get there eventually. just keep doing things to it because I'm not sure I like it yet. So I've got to introduce another color, and I think I put some pink in here. Oh yeah. So this is Dina Wakley paint in pink. And then I think I'm cleaning off my finger. Yeah, so I do the catalyst thing with this too. And then I think I go the other direction. This one definitely doesn't look like marble. And I decide to, I try to let it dry as much as my short patience will allow. Blot it a little bit. Turn it into blobs. And then this time I'm going to pull it up with some brown. And I think it's still that parchment color. I thought that went with the copper color a little bit. And it's too matchy-matchy. It's kind of hard to see the pattern. I do have photos at the end, a couple of photos, so you can see it, the detail a little bit better. So again, I'm using wet strength tissue paper, and I do let it dry, mostly dry. I'm not 100% dry, but enough to lift it up for the most part. Yeah, I guess you can see the pattern a little bit. It's kind of reflective because of the copper paint. But yeah, that was my odd color. Now we're gonna go back to blue and try it one more time, I think. Oh, this time I'm using the craft paint and just brayering that out. It's not rolling. And just let it, sorry, I bumped my camera, that bounced. I let it dry. And then this time I'm like, well, let's just put patches of color on. So I do just some crazy strokes with some gold and then some teal. I think it's teal or turquoise. I think this one turns out okay. I wouldn't consider it looking like marbling, but I think it looks okay. And this is that, the light blue violet. I just decided to apply some with my fingers. I didn't want to dirty another paintbrush, so I start using my fingers. And then here I think I'm adding, I think it's called it's Blue Flash. And just smearing that around with my finger. And then I can't remember the color that I put down for this one, but it's not the parchment, but it's like buff or something. Can't remember. And that mixes with the Blue Flash a little bit, which is okay. Yeah, I think this one isn't too bad. Not sure I'd call it marbling, but it's not too bad. And again, put it on there, let it dry, and here we go. Let's see it. Not too bad. Okay, so I gave it a try. It was fun, but I'm not sure how I feel about them. So these were the few that were on the YouTube shorts that I didn't do on camera the regular way. And then here's the ones that I attempted. I kind of like this one. And I kind of like this one. But, yeah, I'm not sure. That one doesn't even look like marble. It looks like somebody slapped some paint on with a paintbrush. And then this one, I'm not sure if you can even see the pattern on it. I'll take a picture of that one so you can see it. I was trying to go for that sort of zigzaggy idea, but I don't think my colors were contrasty enough. And then, yeah, another attempt at the wet paint sort of idea. Can you see and there's a lot of metallic. There we go. Oh, and of course, always my little clean off paper at the end. Maybe that's the best one. Just kidding. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have an awesome day.